Joining me now is Tyrone and Natalia with WOAR, Women Organized Against Rape. Welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
So let's start off with asking, what is WOAR and its purpose?
So WOAR is Philadelphia's only rape crisis center. We've been around since 1971, so that's about 40 plus years. All our resources are free. Just to give you a list of services, we have an education department that works with schools as young as kindergarten on up to college, and we work with professionals as well. We have an outreach department, which is what I do. I spend a lot of time in various communities working with different organizations, telling them about WOAR services, and try to create collaborations with these same organizations. We have a counseling department that does very good work working with survivors of sexual trauma.
And so that department, all of our counseling services are free.
Yep.
And we also don't take insurance. So you don't have to have any sort of insurance. There's no barrier in the way. We try to make it as accessible as possible to folks.
Yes.
Okay. Now, for many years, WOAR has been focused on women who have been victim of rape, but now you guys are changing things up a little bit. Can you explain?
So WOAR, in reality, we've always seen males. We didn't get a cesspool of males because of the name. So we went through a name change. So it's no longer WOAR, Women Organized Against Rape. It's actually called WOAR, Philadelphia Center Against Sexual Violence, because we realized the name change is more inclusive. We forget about, when we think of the Me Too movement, we think about women only, but there's a population of males who have been impacted by sexual assault. Mm-hmm. And so we needed to create a space and a name that made them feel welcome.
Okay. When was it founded?
WOAR was when would the name change, or when was WOAR founded?
WOAR founded.
I don't know the date, but the year was 1971.
Right, and we were incorporated in 1973.
Wow, that's awesome. So talk about your role with WOAR.
Yeah, so my role is primarily in the Latinx community. And so I work primarily with women who are parents and young mothers as well. Mm-hmm. And I do kind of like an art therapy program at Fleischer Arts, and that's a really great program. But we also have been working a lot lately with foster parents and having different classes with them as well. A lot of foster parents that work with Spanish children don't have the same access to the same programs and services that parents who work with English-speaking children. And so we try to kind of fill in that gap with different programs.
Wow, that is amazing. Now, there's probably a male out there talking about, wow, this is good. This is something that that person might want to be a part of. So they might be asking, is this a group session? Is it individual sessions? Is it women, men and women together? What's the dynamic of your meetings?
So we don't have any male groups together because we're still building our male base of clients, but we do have walk-ins. So we do have groups that support where you'll be in a group setting if you walk in with male and females, ran by therapists, and you can talk about how your trauma has impacted you. So there is that kind of interaction.
So if someone decides to come and do a walk-in, what should they expect? Is there a sign-in sheet? Are they asked to immediately get up, give their name? Give them just a little insight of what they should expect if they decide to walk in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we have two different things. So we have our 24-hour hotline that folks can call into at any time. And that one, when you call the hotline, you can set up an intake appointment.
Oh, awesome.
And so the intake appointment is a little bit more thorough. You come in, you fill out your information, your form. It's a few different things. And then if you want that same day, you can also have an intake with one of our counselors.
Okay. How can people get in contact? Real quick before we go.
The number to WOAR is 215-985-3333.
And that's our 24-hour hotline.
Awesome. 24 hours. Thank you so much for your time. We'll be right back.